What's up, guys? Dave of Fit Life Brands. Hey, sorry about some technical issues we had this morning, and I wasn't able to provide the slides during the first presentation. So what I like to do is just make a short little extra video that if you'd like to look at during the next few days or offline, just get a little bit more information about some of our products and different things. So to get started, we carry 3 franchise-exclusive brands in GNC, 3 of them NDS, SirenLabs, and we have the PMD line. So this morning we're going to be talking about a variety of different products. And then the preface with Thermogenics is basically it's a product that a consumer can take which will boost metabolism, but how that works is basically its name. It's converting the body's own ability to raise its core temperature, and then as you do that, the body tries to keep equilibrium. Or homeostasis, basically, keep an equal temperature in the body. So as it's doing that, it helps you burn more calories and boost energy levels as well. Some have strong thermogenics to them. Some have stronger appetite control. Some of them are more on the milder side with the no caffeine option, or some are all the way to the Monster, Rockstar, and Red Bull. So in this next few minutes, we're just going to cover some of the different styles of thermogenics that we carry as a brand throughout the 3 franchise exclusives. So let's go ahead and get started. So in our first product, we're obviously going to talk about our non-stem product. It's not listed on here, but you'll see it. It's called Keto Max. Now the great thing is you see it pop up on the slide right here, Keto Max, is you're going to notice that Keto Max is a carbohydrate and fat blocker. So that is great for a consumer who's looking to basically block carbs and fats, as well as boost metabolism. And with that, we have a sugar regulation in Keto Max, which can help with sugar cravings. What kind of customer would Keto Max be for? Well, it's a 3-in-1 formula. So you have your general health consumer, and you also have your weight loss consumer. The weight loss consumer is going to be somebody looking for a product that's going to help with carb and fat blocking potential. Secondly, is going to be a keto customer. So that's a real popular diet. It's in the store right now. And the nice thing about this product is, as you can see, it allows, in its name, keto, it's going to help appeal to a keto customer. Now, there's a difference between ketogenic and keto-friendly. Ketogenic are products that have ingredients that actually put your body into a state of ketosis or help promote that state faster. There's keto-friendly, which can help protect. Think about it like the bumper lanes in bowling. So if you consume a little extra carbohydrates, you can take this product before a meal like that, help block the absorption of some of those carbs to help keep you on track on your diet. The nice thing about Keto Max is we use an ingredient called chromium polynicotinate. That's a higher form of chromium, and why that's important is if you get any customer looking for sugar regulation or looking for sugar cravings, this is a product that could help the body metabolize carbohydrates more effectively and potentially help reduce sugar cravings. It does have an ingredient in there with the apple cider vinegar. That's really great. It's a very popular ingredient for a lot of customers coming in looking more for like a natural weight loss enhancement or just a good dietary support. The other secret ingredient is going to be the 40 milligrams of Greens of Paradise. Now, Greens of Paradise is popular in a lot of products, but we may not know why. Well, Greens of Paradise helps with brown fat. So to start with, we have white fat, we have brown fat. White fat is a usable source of fat energy, easy by the body. Brown fat is more the stubborn fat. This is the fat that tends to be used most effectively in CLA products, like Sensor with Tonal and CLA, abs, left handles, hips, and thighs. That's helping the body break down that brown fat as well as the white fat. But Greens of Paradise is helping your body convert that into energy. So if you have a customer in the store who's looking for a low stem option, wants something that's going to help block carbs and fats, something to help with sugar regulation, and something that's a non-stimulant way to boost metabolism, Keto Max would be a really great product for them to take a look at. Now, as we move into this next slide, you're going to see that we have several different strength levels. So Keto Max isn't listed, but it is a non-stem fat burn. It's really good as a companion product to all these products. But we're going to talk about Slimify. Now, Slimify, we just updated the formula not too long ago. We also updated the packaging, as you can see. And as we get to this next slide, one more slide over, you're going to see the Slimify Advanced. Now, what it has in it is what makes it advanced. So if you have an appetite control customer, this is a customer who wants more natural way to boost metabolism, is sensitive to caffeine or has heart issues, or just looking for a simple appetite control. What makes Slimify great is the fact that you have a full dose of vitamin D in there and iodine. Iodine helps with thyroid support as well. But you get 1.5 grams of Garcinia cambogia. Now, we updated that formula from 50% to 60%. Why is that important? 60% is the most widely talked about, studied form of Garcinia. What does Garcinia do? Well, Garcinia is really great because it helps your body decrease cravings. This is the hand-to-mouth sensation. This can also be just the mental thing of diet. Well, that's where the Garcinia helps. It's going to reduce cravings, okay? So we have 200 milligrams of chitosan that's added to it as well. And as you look at the slide, you're going to see that the chitosan and the Garcinia helps with sugar cravings or carbohydrate cravings. The Garcinia cambogia is going to be really great at helping with, the chitosan is going to be really great with helping at blocking fat. It's kind of like a fiber, just basically helps bind with fat, so it can help block some of the fat as in your diet, as well as helping with appetite control because you're going to feel fuller. You also have N-acetyl tyrosine added to it. That's going to give you the natural energy without the stimulant effect. The nice thing about what we have next is the African mango. Now, what's the difference of African mango versus Garcinia? Well, Garcinia helps with the cravings, the sugar, the hand-to-mouth idea. Great for when you're trying to not snack. But let's say you don't have trouble snacking, it's portion control. You don't feel full fast. You tend to want to overeat if you're a consumer. You eat a normal portion, but you feel like it's not enough, so you're craving to eat more second helpings, basically. Well, African mango helps curb the appetite, but provide what's called satiety. Satiety is basically the body's ability to say, hey, I'm full, I'm done, I'm good. I can walk away from the plate and go on about my day. Well, that's where the African mango works. And then we added the 40 milligrams of grains of paradise. So you have it in the Keto Max, but now we also have it in the Slimify. We know the grains of paradise, if you just started watching, this is going to be great at helping use brown fat, which is the stored fat, as a source of energy. So Slimify, we removed the caffeine from it. It used to have about 9 milligrams of caffeine. Now it's a true stem-free option. So when you look at this product, think about Keto Max and Slimify Advanced as a great non-stem pairing, as well as with Sensor. We'll talk about that in a second. But these are great non-stem ways to build out a full, complete program for the consumer. Now, as you move into the next slide, we're going to take a look at the Stemometer. And the Stemometer basically is not all fat burners are the same. So when you get into the fields of energy levels, we have a variety of different products, right? So we go all the way from no energy, low caffeine, all the way to in-your-face, Monster, Rockstar, Red Bull style energy. Well, as we move up, we're going to talk about the next product here is going to be the Intensify. Now, the Intensify is really nice simply because you're looking at a step up in energy, but you're also looking at a step up in some of the other ingredients that are formulated in it. And that's the nice advantage to having the Intensify. So let's go ahead and move into that real quick. So the Intensify is great. The fact that it's a middle-of-the-road stem and that you also get customizable dosing. So the nice part about Intensify Black is you can take it as 2 capsule serving. You can take 1 capsule in the morning and you can take 1 capsule in midday. Now, we call Advanced Thermogenic with a Ph.D. So Intensify Black, when you're looking at clinical, like full-on, robust, everything in one thing, that's going to be Intensify Black for not only boosting metabolism, but it's going to give you energy, it's going to give you the appetite control, it's got a great diuretic, plus it also gives you the focus. And with the customizable dosing of taking 1 pill in the morning and 1 pill at lunch, you can space out your caffeine levels. There's a couple clinical ingredients that I'd love to talk about in this video real quick. One is going to be the teocrine. Now, we've talked about teocrine in other videos, but teocrine is a component that has the ability to give you the energy of caffeine without stimulating the heart rate and also without building up a tolerance to. Plus, it also enhances the half-life, or basically the feel of any other caffeine in the product, and extend that feeling out so you don't get the crash associated with it. Plus, it also mitigates the side effects that may come with having a higher caffeine product. So Intensify Black in the feel section, we went no caffeine Keto Max, we went no caffeine Slimify. Now we went to 1.5 cups of coffee per pill. So about 150, 160 milligrams of caffeine in the morning, about the same thing a day at night. So it's a pill form, so it won't hit you as fast on the beginning side, but it will last a lot longer. The other ingredient I want to talk about is an ingredient called C3G. C3G is used in this product and also another product we call Arsenal X. C3G stands for cyanidin 3-O-glucoside. We haven't talked a lot about that, but that's a nutrient partitioning ingredient. What that basically means is we're genetically predisposed to take carbohydrates and fat and basically turn them in, carbohydrates and sugar, excuse me, and convert them normally into fat unless they're burned off through energy. Well, C3G is like a light switch. Basically, it turns off the light switch that tells your body to take carbohydrates and sugars into fat, and turns on the light switch that helps your body convert that into usable energy. Also, you may experience an effect of muscle fullness. So in addition to that, we have green tea and huperzine. Huperzine is just awesome for cognitive focus. It's used in a lot of mental products. But the nice part about this is we use the ashwagandha KSM66 in it. And that's nice because with caffeine, you also have the jitters, the side effects that are maybe associated with it. So if you have a consumer that's in the store looking for appetite control and energy, nothing too strong, but wants something to give them the best energy possible, that's going to be the Intensify Black. So we had, on the next slide, you'll see kind of as we stair-step this. And also just to let you know, Intensify Black doesn't have yohimbe in it, so that's another great. And this is also a great product for beginners. There's the label. Go ahead and let you pause the video if you wanted to so you can take a look at it. It's got a lot of different blends in it. It's got the thyroid blend. It has the adrenal and cognitive support. It has a watershed blend, and it also has the energy blend. Plus, you get the C3G complex there to help convert carbohydrates and sugars as sources of energy so you don't store them. Plus, that'll help with sugar cravings. Now, when you're looking at the strength level, so we started no caffeine, Slimify, and Keto Max. We stepped up to the customizable dose of Intensify Black. Now we're going to look at cardio cuts. Now, customly cardio cuts is its name. It's a pre-workout accelerant. So it's not necessarily designed for everyday weight loss, though it can be used simply from a consumer who doesn't want to take in the added pill, right? They want to actually take charge of how much caffeine that they're taking. Sorry, I was just trying to switch the camera there for real quick. They're trying to take ownership of how much caffeine they take, right? They may be taking caffeine in other ways. They may not necessarily want to take one pill that has all that caffeine in it. So the way you can use cardio cuts as a weight loss, daily weight loss product is replace your cup of coffee in the morning. I call it the crystal light that makes you light, right? So that's the benefit of having the liquid form is it tastes great, number one, so your customer's going to love taking it. We have several different flavors all the way from gummy bear to strawberry watermelon to grape, and actually not grape, but peach mango, and then bombsicle. So you got a lot of flavors to choose from for your customer. The nice thing about cardio cuts is it's versatile. It can be a diet product taken in the morning, or it can also be a pre-workout. So maybe the customer doesn't necessarily want to take a bunch of products. They kind of want to have it all in one. Cardio cuts is great. Now in this next slide, you're going to see how we break down cardio cuts. So this is what makes cardio cuts so great, is it gives you the benefit of having a diet pill like Intensify Black, but you have the extra benefit of a pre-workout. So we add in ingredients like CLA, MCT oils, and L-carnitine. L-carnitine is great. It's basically the railroad tracks of fat loss. So you've got the locomotive, that's your metabolism. It's burning through fat. The train tracks, or L-carnitine, is telling your body what to do with the fat that's being broken down. That's basically telling your brain to use stored fat as energy. Now when you add it with CLA and MCT oils, CLA is a form of conjugated linoleic acid. In sensor in a second, we'll talk about it, but that is a form of high-performing CLA, which helps your body really target those abs, love handles, hips, and thighs. But when it comes to cardio cuts versus, let's say, a pill in your brain as you're trying to sell it to a customer, think about it like this. Performance weight loss versus daily maintenance. So thermogenics are the daily maintenance. They're keeping you on track. But now when you get to the gym, you want your body to perform at a better rate so that you're able to burn more calories and also break down and transport stored fat. Plus, you get the endurance blend built in with the succinine L-glutamine that we added to it. And then on top of that, you get caffeine, you get the additional teocrine added to it. And the big selling point, crystalline electrolyte, there's no creatine added to it. So this is perfect for a person who's doing cardio workouts, who is trying just to get back into the gym and get started. It tastes great, and it's also sugar-free, so it's keto-friendly. Not ketogenic, but keto-friendly, so that's really important. So let's go ahead and move on to our next product in this conversation. We'll probably touch on these a little bit faster just to get through for time's sake. But let's go ahead and break over to our slide again so you can kind of see the strength levels. So we've covered up to this point right here, basically Slimify, Intensify Black, and cardio cuts. Now we're going to move into the sports category with our PMD line, which is the Arsenal X Inferno. What makes Inferno different from every other diet product that we make? Well, one of the things is it's a liquid capsule. We suspend it in MCT oil. So you get a pre-workout in a pill. Best way to describe it, right? So if you're drinking energy drinks and you want that fast-acting energy, you can take our Arsenal X and get that immediate energy. Great for pre-workout because you'll get the sweat. And we'll talk about why that is in a second. But Arsenal X is more of that middle of the road with the cardio cuts. So it's a step up in energy from cardio cuts and Intensify Black, but mainly because of the liquid gel, but not really in the caffeine amount. Now on the feels though, it will step up in the sweat. So you're gonna get extra ingredients added to it that's gonna cause that higher thermogenic effect. So if consumers like to take products in the past that necessarily had a high thermogenic or high sweat effect, Arsenal X is perfect for it. We use an ingredient called cayenne pepper. Capsaicin is basically what you hear a lot of, or see it on the label. It's called Capsa X. And so it's a high yield of cayenne pepper. The nice thing is with cayenne pepper in this product, most products give you that sweat, but they also give you the heat where you feel kind of nauseous or maybe over hot in the fact that you just feel queasy and you just don't feel good. Well, the cayenne pepper is actually helps mitigate that. So you'll get the sweat. It's almost like you'll be standing and you'll notice, hey, I'm sweating, but I'm not hot. That's where this product really has an advantage, is it boosts your metabolism without giving you the side effects of being overly sweat or just too hot to take it, but it's also good as a pre-workout. Now, the nice thing about Arsenal X Inferno is it is anti-catabolic. So what that means is we threw MCT oils into it. MCT oils are muscle-sparing fats. They're used as energy fat. So all thermogenics attack fat. But the nice thing about Arsenal X Inferno is it'll allow you to melt the fat and keep the meat. Basically melt the fat, keep the meat. So it's taking a ribeye steak down to a filet mignon. We're just trimming off the fat. It's more of that chisel idea, where most thermogenics are more of the paintbrush idea, which they're attacking all calories, basically all fat loss that you possibly can. You're looking more for general health weight loss. This is going to be more sports specific. This is somebody who wants to get shredded, get lean and mean, be ready to take on the gym and show off those results for the summer. So that's where Arsenal X is positioned. Now, there's a couple other ingredients in Arsenal X that situate it for a great diet product. It's in the fact that it is a mood-based pill. I call it the happy pill. This is a product that has theobroma cocoa added to it. Now, theobroma cocoa is an ingredient that has basically the same phenol as chocolate. It's the same chemical release your brain gets, get it theobroma cocoa, that you get from eating chocolate. So what do we know about people who are trying to get lean and mean? Hey, when I try to do it, I have to cut out carbs and sugars. But it's also like wet paint, right? Do not touch wet paint. What's your body want to do? It wants to touch. Same thing with mentally. Our body begins to crave higher carbs amounts and sugars. So that's where Arsenal X Inferno is really great. It just helps with that advantage so that you're able to boost your metabolism as well as to be in a happy mood and curb your appetite. plus it's great at muscle sparing. It also has the C3G added to it, which is the cyanidin 3-O-glucoside. That's that nutrient partition ingredient, which is going to help you for muscle hardening and muscle fullness in this product. So let's go ahead and move on to our next product in the slide. For this, as we move through, we've covered up to about middle of the road to a higher end. Now we're going to talk about that high-end caffeine levels. And we have 3 products that we offer that are great for high-energy consumers. We have 2 of them, the same formula offered in a pill and in a powder. You see the LipoRush XTP, the Neuraline, and the LipoRush XT. The nice thing about having these 3 options is you've got 3 different effects for 3 different feels for the consumer. So LipoRush XTP, it's your energy consumer. It's your Monster, Rockstar, Red Bull, high caffeine, 5-shot espressos. I got to get up in the morning and give me my coffee now, or I'm gonna, just not be in a good mood. Gotta have caffeine. Well, that's what LipoRush XTP is different, is because it is caffeine like energy. But as you're going to see in this next slide, it's more than just caffeine. So it's caffeine plus, right? So when you're drinking an energy drink coming into the store, for most consumers, the problem is that it's all they're getting, right? They're spending way too much because of the packaging, 3 to 4 times the amount. 1 scoop of LipoRush XTP has about 325 milligrams of caffeine. But it has all the benefits of a diuretic. It has all the benefits of an appetite control product. It has all the benefits of really a pill-based thermogenic. So where Cardio Cuts was a powder that was a pre-workout with a thermogenic effect, LipoRush is a thermogenic that could be used as a pre-workout. Well, that's what sets it apart differently from the pill, is they could take this as an energy drink, they could take this as a diuretic, or they could take this as a high-end cardio pre-workout, especially if they love the feels and they don't like the tingles, because there is no beta-alanine in this, where there is beta-alanine in Cardio Cuts. This one also hits faster. Powders always tend to hit faster than pills, but it doesn't last as long, so you may notice that you feel really strong energy in the beginning, but you may notice that it doesn't taper off. So if your consumer is looking for that long-lasting energy, you want to go with the pill. But if they're looking for that hard-hitting front-side energy, a shot of a Bang energy drink, this is the product to take. The nice thing about LipoRush is it has the Neuro-Focus blend in it, so it's going to help with huperzine A, which is going to give you that cognitive blend as well. And then on top of that, you've got other ingredients like the diuretics that's added to it. And so the diuretics will help with water waste. So you're going to notice with this, you're going to flush a lot of water. You're going to want your consumers to consume more water. Now, this also has C3G as well, so you're noticing a pattern here. But we added the holy basil and the KSM ashwagandha 66. Why is that important? High stem products cause your body to get overstimulated and also causes you to feel adrenal fatigue. Well, ashwagandha is widely used as a way to help with adrenal fatigue. What happens is basically as you consume caffeine, imagine you walked outside today and got into your car and got to where you're wanting to go. As you're driving on your destination, you've got to go to work, on your way to the store, your car shuts down off at every single red light you get, at every single light you get to, whether it's green or red. What happens is all the lights begin to be turned red. So your body needs a source of caffeine to keep going where your engine shuts off. That's why you get the crash associated with high caffeine products. Well, having ashwagandha, having the holy basil, we're helping keep the engine running while you're taking a higher caffeine product. So that'll help with you, more cost effective for the consumers, that they're not going to have to take more of the serving. Plus they're going to get the benefit of better adrenal support. And then with this one, we add some glutamine and amino acids and taurine for more of that natural recovery and natural energy as well. But now as we move from now in, the last 2 products we'll talk about, what are the differences between Neuraline and then the difference between LipoRush pill? Very good question. So in this next slide, we're going to talk about the strength coming up. So the one thing that's different about Neuraline versus LipoRush is going to be the fact one's energy for movement and one's energy for thought. So energy for movement is going to be the LipoRush XTP powder or the LipoRush XT, which is more of that energy for movement, because we've got added ingredients in there that's going to help really feel it. You got more yohimbe in there. You've got more of the caffeine feels. and it's going to be one of those higher thermogenic effects, so you really feel the energy. Neuralene has what are called nootropics. So as we go to this next slide, you'll see that we added an ingredient called lion's mane. Now, lion's mane is actually an ingredient that we use in Neurosphere. It's great for helping the cognitive brain function. Basically, it means it's more of a focusing agent. It's also good for long-term memory, but in this product with alpha GPC, the combination works to act more like a slight natural Adderall feel. But you do have the high caffeine of about 320 milligrams, but at the same time, you're going to get the nootropic effect of a focus blend. So this is where energy for thought. So this is great for your office people who are still working from home or back in the office. This is also great for any type of college students that are going back to school, needing to be able to focus and cram, doesn't want all the anxiety and the jitters, but also wants more of the focus. But it's great as a diet product because it's a stair step up from the powder to the pill. We have a middle of the road. So they could go Neuralene if they don't want to go to that high-end energy, but they want something that they're going to really feel, that's going to have a great diuretic. It's going to help boost metabolism and curb the appetite. We added some bioprene for the absorption and also the B vitamins for the natural energy in this one as well. So in our next slide, the last slide we'll talk about is going to be the LipoRush XT. This is our high-end, strongest thermogenic when it comes to the feels that we make. It's very popular. People love high energy. They love to be able to feel something. They want something that lasts a long time. That's LipoRush. LipoRush is going to be a one capsule, no mess type product. They only have to take it one per day. No remembering taking the second dose. But the nice thing about the LipoRush is you get the benefit of the powder in a pill form. So you'll get the long-lasting energy. You're also going to have the Yohimbe in there. Yohimbe is going to give you that norepinephrine release, which is that fight or flight response. It's going to give you the noticeable intense energy. That's why Yohimbe is so good in this product, is because it's designed to not only boost your metabolism, but to give you that needed advantage on the energy side. We also added in the same thing that we added into the powder. We have the holy basil, we have the huperzine A, we have the ashwagandha added to it. But LipoRush is going to be that high octane thermogenic. It's going to be the Monster Rockstar Red Bull customer who comes in who really wants to feel it. The best way to figure out all these products as you watch this video is to ask the discovery questions. Simply ask them, hey, what type of caffeine do you take? Hey, what else are you taking? What have you tried in the past? What are your goals? Are you trying to really lose weight, or are you just trying to lose a few extra pounds? Are you working out, or are you unable to work out? Hey, you have any health issues? You've experienced any high blood pressure or any heart issues from the past? Those are good information things to know about this product. And then on top of that, you're going to be able to have a variety of different products. So as we look at the last slide to recap, this is going to be the LipoRush XT versus the Neuralene. You can pause the video and take a look at the differences on the slide, but you're going to see that they have very similar ingredients. LipoRush has teocrine, Neuralene doesn't, but Neuralene has the nootropics added to it for the focus blend and the cognitive blend. And then it's got some other different things in there. The great thing about they're all franchise exclusive products. So as you look at this last slide, this kind of breaks down, pause the slide. This is probably where you want to begin on how to understand the products. It's based on the feels. A beginner consumer is going to be mostly a Keto Max Slimify consumer. Not always, but mostly. More of an intermediate consumer, somebody who's been dieting before, is taking caffeine products, or maybe beginning weight loss but does take caffeine. You have Intensify Black. If you want more of a performance weight loss to pair with it, you can add cardio cuts, or you can just stay with the powder form as a pre-workout and a weight loss product. Then you have the Arsenal X Inferno, which is going to be more of that diet product for the sports category. LipoRush XTP is going to be more of that Monster Rockstar Red Bull powder form. And then on the Neuralene, you're going to get the cognitive focus as well as the nootropics as well as the diet side of things. And then with the LipoRush XT, you're going to get that high energy customer who's going to love the way they feel with it. It's going to have that great diuretic for water shedding, as well as strong appetite control and really ramp up in the boost of metabolism. As always, these products are really greatly paired with Sensor and Omega Cuts. We'll have another training on that down the road. If you have any questions on those, in the meantime, feel free to go ahead and just send a direct message after this video is over with. So, as always, appreciate you taking the time to tune in. Have a great day. Bye.